Welcome back to the Wildlands,
where we're in week 2 of our 40-day
Homestead challenge.
That's the one!
So what did we get done last week?
Last week was all cabin work. We finished plastering the gaps in the walls and we sanded them down, we sanded all the roof joists and we prepped the wood for the stairs.
Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to getting to the stairs, which I believe will be this week, so later in tonight's video hopefully, so stay tuned to see how we get on building stairs, having never built stairs before. It's going to be a challenge, isn't it?
And we also did a little bit of work in the nursery, but most of last week was rainy, so it kept us in the cabin doing those jobs, which is fine. But today there's a little break. We've got rain for the next 2 days and then it's supposed to clear up, so hopefully we'll be able to get lots more done. So
we're briefly back in the nursery, because if you remember in last week's video, in our little nursery, our plant nursery, we've got an open day this coming Saturday. So we're just having a bit of a tidy, because we're notoriously messy, aren't we? Pots everywhere, things to trip over, so we're just getting that ready. We put lists up of the plants that we had for sale. That's what we did on the first day of this week's challenge yesterday, as we prepared all that. So now we're going to get tidying and as quickly as we can, and then we'll be back into the cabin and on the stairs. So first, we've had a plant order in for the nursery, so we thought we'd unbox it, show you what we got, because it's exciting. We like plants.
We do. What have we got? Hey, we ordered some plastic.
Great.
Oh no.
Oh, we've got to get rid of all that now.
They've sent these.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
No.
Oh, I can see plants.
Look in there, little plants.
Little plant babies. What is it? What is it?
That is a Rubus pentalobus emerald carpet.
That is a creeping raspberry, and it has bright orange raspberries, and it creeps along the ground.
Humulus lupulus.
Hops. Great.
Nice.
This is a Lipia dulcis. The sweet verbena herb of the Aztecs, that is.
Wow, good memory.
Thank you. You can use the leaves to make a bit like stevia, to make a sweetener for cakes and baking and stuff.
So there we are, a little plant order. So next it's back to that tidying, ready for the open day.
No, first it's hiding from the
rain. Oh, does that mean it's time for a cold beer?
No.
So that is our plant order. So this is mainly stock for the nursery, so it's not for sale. So things like this ginger, which is a Japanese ginger, we will split that into 2. As you can see, there are 2 plants in there, and then we'll grow it on until it's ready, and that applies to other plants too. And then the rosemary that Missy was particularly excited about. This is an unusual rosemary, it's a creeping rosemary, so it's not your common rosemary. So that we will take cuttings of, and we won't sell it until we've probably got about 20 or so cuttings that have rooted. So plenty of work to do there on the plant order that's just arrived. So if I spin you round, I'll show you what we've been doing to get ready for our open day. So firstly, we've been trimming and tidying these plants, or all of our plants. We haven't quite finished yet. So we've got rosemaries here. These are ones that we took, these are common rosemary, and we took cuttings of those last year. So you can see it'll be the same principle. Honeysuckles, walking onions, so they've all been tidied up. And then we come round, we've got lots of bamboos. These ones are not for sale. They've not long arrived, probably about 2 months ago, and they've been propagated. Most of them have taken. See, if I take you down the bottom of the pot, like this one here, it's got lots of new shoots. This one's got new shoots too, and so on. Look, this one here, it's got a new shoot there as well. And then these dwarf bamboos, which are looking very sad where they've been split, they've got new shoots at the bottom too. And then we've got normal stocks of Chinese bananas, new bananas for the new nursery that we're building as part of the 40-day challenge. We've got Madeiran bananas there. They're all ready to be sold for spin you round. We've got bananas that are propagated out of the Wildlands banana circle. They're ready to go. Got common ginger or normal ginger. We've got variegated gingers, they're not for sale. So all of this has been tidied. This is an order for our friend Helios. It's ready to go to his place. We've got more bananas in different sizes here, ready to go. Some of the mess we've cleaned out. Oh look, these are exciting. These are also new gingers, and the bulbs were planted. You can see they're just coming up here. Bulbs planted probably about a month ago. And then we've got honeysuckle in white, honeysuckle in red there for sale. And a lot of these are new plants but also for sale. So we've got a wormwood that's being collected. We've got perennial lettuces here ready to go. Missy's stuff ready to go. Globe artichokes ready to go. So lots ready to go. All these bamboos here, they're all ready to be sold and tidied. These are ones that have been propagated, but some of these here are ready to be sold potentially. And then we've got more down here that are looking very sad, that have been trimmed and split, but you can see again they've got new shoots coming. So in the spring this will come off and there'll be lots of new growth. And then we've got carnas at the back, mainly not for sale. These are edible carnas. They're going to go in the new garden at the top, which is part of the 40-day challenge. And then we've got, oh, look at these beautiful flowers here. These are gazinias, RHS Talents, wonderful. Grew these from seed. All different colours, look at those, aren't they stunning? So they will be for sale. So we'll see how many of those we can sell. So there we go. So after spending yesterday in the nursery and the garden, getting ready for our open day, we're now back in the cabin.
On day 8 of our 40-day homesteading challenge.
Exciting. And what are we on today?
The stairs. It is exciting.
Yeah, finally on the stairs. So you remember last week we built the uprights, or cut them to length and put in
pocket hole screws.
And put in the pocket hole screws, yeah. And so they're ready to go up. We've got to get this bar out of the roof that was in the way where we're going to bang our heads. So we bought the reciprocating saw down. So that's the first job. Get that out, sand it up, get it ready. And then we can get building. And
then we can put in the uprights. And then we can put in the... No, then you have to build a box.
Then I've got to build the
box.
Like
the little landing box. Yeah. So yeah, that's today's entire task, isn't it? Spending the day in the cabin. It's supposed to be raining off and on today.
Yeah.
So it's a good day to be in the cabin.
So stairs go in. And then we can get the window frames in on the inside. And then we get
and then we'll wallpaper.
Or the wallpapering first, actually.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting. So let's get on to the stairs. So this is the landing, or the box that's going here. These are the uprights, and these are the 4 bits that make the squares at the top. So like box, like so. So basically, drilled a pilot hole. It's not top drawer carpentry. No snazzy joints. So we've completed what we're calling the box, but it's actually a little landing. So it's where you start going up the diagonal or upstairs. So this is going to go, obviously this all needs cleaning because it's all very dusty, but I'll show you in situ. So this is going to go along the back here, like so, and it basically is married up with the wall above. So it's about there like that. So that will be there. And And then the lid, which has not been cut to size on the left to right, sits there. And then this is going to stick out on this side here, because we're going to have an upright here, and then we'll have banisters coming up here. And this is where you enter the stairs, so we'll have another little tiny stair at the bottom here. And this will be the landing, or the first stair. So you'll enter here, and we're going to have a diagonal stair there, which will be something like that, it'll be off diagonal. And then the first stair going up, so the diagonal will be here, so that means the first stair will be somewhere about there. So the next chore is to get the uprights here in, and then we're not cutting this bit yet because we're going to wait until the uprights are in, and we're using bird's mouth joints on the diagonals, the stringers I think they're called. So basically when the corner stair is in situ here, which I'm going to make next, the diagonal that will hold the stairs going up here will sit on there with a little groove cut out of it, which is the same as the roof. So it butts up on our stair that's going to be here. So let's get on and get that done. So that's the holes filled and sanded on one side. Just going to do the other side. I won't show you that because it's not very exciting, but it looks lovely.
Now we're working in the chickens area. When we first got chickens, we started out with a flock of 6. So we built and designed the whole area for 6 chickens. We now have nearly 20. And it means that when it's raining and they all want to come in here underneath the roof, there's not really enough places for them all to go and sit, despite the chairs and the ladders and everything. So we're going to build them some extra perches today. We've got a couple of fence posts that we're just going to pop up into diagonals. It's going to be a very simple build. And then we're going to have 3 little fence posts going up so that you can have chickens on top of chickens on top of chickens, and that gets their little feet off the wet damp floor. So that's the job done. I'm really pleased with that. They've got loads of room for chickens up there, and it's really silly because it's the job we've been thinking about doing it for a couple of years now and kept putting it off because it seemed like such a big thing to have to do and lots of work, and it took us about 10 minutes. So there we go. Sweet Pea, want to try it out? Yeah, there. Is that good? No. I'm sure they'll use it when the floors are wet and cold. So moving on, we've got some other jobs to do around the chickens. I'm going to make them an indoors dust bath in a bucket so that when the floor soaks in during the winter, they've still got somewhere dry to bathe. And I'm also going to sow some seeds over in the back there and try and protect it from them so that they can start getting some grasses growing in their grounds for them to eat. The next task in the chickens area is my seeds. This is chicken run seed mix, and it's got a bunch of different grasses and herbs and things that the chickens love. And apparently if you sow it and then protect it until it's got its roots in, it has such thick, deep, prolific roots that the chickens can't possibly dig it all up and they won't kill it. Sounds too good to be true, but we're going to give it a go. So to get it a head start without the chickens eating the seeds when I've just put them down, I'm going to sow them just in this tiny little area inside the chicken tractor, which has been inside the chickens run since we had baby chickies. So we're just going to give these a little sprinkle. I'm only going to use part of the packet because this is such a small area, and then once it's taken root in, probably in the spring, then I'm going to move the chicken tractor over there somewhere and do the same, and eventually there'll be enough patches that they will meet up. Now the chickens can't get in to dig up or eat my seeds or the greens when they're babies. And hopefully in a couple of months I'll be able to show you some nice green growth.
So that's nearly another week gone on our 40-day homesteading challenge. We're a day short technically this week because I'm editing all day tomorrow instead of the day after, because we have our nursery open day on the Saturday and I'm not available to edit on that day. So lots of work achieved this week, eh?
Yes, we've done good. It's great when you see proper big progress like this, as opposed to the days when it's all sort of planning and going and buying the wood and stuff. We've got beams up, we've got the bottom step done. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So yeah, I've explained how the stairs are going to look. Really pleased. Actually, it's not a massive amount of work, probably another whole day. The stairs will be finished, I think. It was a bit protracted with the weather this week. We've had a lot of rain, so we've been going out when the sun has been shining to work in the nursery, as you saw earlier in the video, and then coming back in the cabin for brief periods while it's raining. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the progress. Nice solid build as well. The pine that we used is beautiful, so we're going to stain that. I think it's going to look absolutely lovely.
Yep. And then lots and lots of sanding on these because they do look a bit shabby. They're very rough and dark and we want to bring them back as light as we can. And then once the stairs are built, then it's on to wallpapering, isn't it? And then the downstairs is kind of done almost.
Yeah, so the other things to do downstairs, which may be at the end of the 40-day challenge, is at the back there where the ladder is. Going to build some cupboards and shelves. At the side where the window is, which is covered partly by the OSB, is going to be Rose's desk, which is also being made out of this lovely pine. And Missy mentioned previously that we've got the wood for that lovely desk, so that's very exciting. So we'll probably leave that to the end because I think there's lots of other jobs we want to get done.
It's not even included in our jobs list for this 40-day challenge.
No.
Let's just get the stairs done and the walls wallpapered and maybe painted. And then we'll move on to other things because we've got other things to build outside, haven't we?
We have indeed. Lots of work to do outside. So we've got our 5-day toilet building challenge as well, haven't we? I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, and my fire pit arrived. My fire bowl. It's huge. It's enormous. It's a great big fire bowl, so I'm excited by that. So now that it's arrived and the weather has turned, so there should be no more rain for another couple of weeks, then we can head down the land and clear out a spot and have proper outdoor fires.
Absolutely, yeah, that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's going to make a nice change sitting in nature and looking at the stars just with the fire in front of you. It's going to be lovely. So another week over, week 2 finished on our 40-day homesteading challenge. Really pleased with the results. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I'd also like to thank everybody that's supporting us on Patreon. Much appreciated. And for those of you new to the channel, we do exclusive and extra content over on Patreon. So go and have a look and see what's available there. And also you've been busy too, haven't you?
On Buy Me Coffee?
Yep.
Yeah, I just put up the odd post here and there, just little behind the scenes snaggles.
So big thanks for support all round. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you can see where we go with our 40-day challenge, what we get done, what we don't get done.
With 30 days left to go.
With 30 days left to go. So thanks for watching.
See you again soon. Bye.